Long time no see. Welcome back, Warriors. Obviously, I've been buried in work lately and haven't had time or energy to throw down any videos for you guys. My apologies, and I've had some footage sitting there, but I think I owe it to you guys to give you the same quality videos that I've given you for the last 2 years. And a lot of that requires me doing voiceovers and spreading good vibes, right? But honestly, these last 12 weeks have beat me up pretty hardcore. This is the final trailer of my prepaid spring mission that we were on. And we also added in tons and tons of extra jobs. So that's just the way it is, guys. You're gonna get beat down, you're gonna get burned out, but in the end, you will accomplish your mission and everything will be a success. So we're at a property today. We're gonna be throwing down the last trailer of mulch on 2 apron beds. Show you that, getting started, and after it was done. We got some hedge trim to do. We got to trim this hedgerow here, tighten it up for the customer, and another tall holly hedge up at the roadside. We're gonna go through the woods here. We cleaned the woods out over the winter time. It was like a $3,000 project, and when it's still clean, I'll show them to you real quick. But there's some pockets of limbs and debris that's accumulated, so we'll come through here and clean up what we need to clean up. Not a huge money day, but I don't know. We'll see what else I get into, and I've had thousands of things to talk about. Tons of topics come up in my head while I've been working, but I just haven't had time to hit that record button, stop my work, and start talking. It's always later in the day, and by the time the day's over, my brain, my body is done by the time my day's over. So we'll get into it, and I'll be back. All right, so the extended hedge trimmers are a must-have for a landscaping business for sure. I didn't have them for a couple years, and I definitely wish I would have had them for the last 11 years. Should be one of the first things you purchase, even though they are expensive. Extremely valuable purchase to have if you get into property maintenance and landscaping. So we're gonna go back here, check Tyler out, how his mulch mission's doing, and I'll get back into it because I've already given it a flat top. I just gotta touch it up. All right, here we go. He getting it done. Getting it done. Boom. I'll be honest with you, I don't really remember how many scoops of mulch this property was in the spring. I think it was 22 or 24 scoops. Our scoops are 1.25 yards. So this is one property out of the 30 I have. Yeah, I only have 30 properties. I don't want 100 customers. I don't need 100 customers. I'm just here to support myself and my family. I'm not trying to build a huge enterprise across the nation. So anyways, it's not a small property. And for those of you that are in the community, you already know that we push, mow, and bag this property once a week, 30 times a year. I'll check back in. All right, guys. So this hedgerow took me an hour to trim and make sure that everything underneath it was clean. So if you do this for a living, you know it's not that easy to clean up all these tiny little holly leaves. So, yeah, hour spent, hour build. Let's go back here. They got the mulching done, they said. Mission accomplished?
Yeah.
Does it look it?
I say it looks it.
Ask the audience, does this look accomplished to you? I think so. Just a nice, neat little apron. That's all we needed. Because they hang out right there in the porch. And that just looks a lot neater, huh? So we're also gonna go through here today, kind of weed eat down a little bit of the woods. Pick up a few of the bigger sticks. And just keep it nice and clean. They paid a lot of money to get this landscaping done. And they pay a lot of money to keep it maintained well. So we'll do everything we can for them. All right, so we're our next hedgerow here. This one's a lot taller. Not even a little bit taller. It's a lot taller. Pretty large hedgerow. But let's have story time real quick because I just got a voicemail. And you guys have all done this, all right? I went out to a property this past weekend and it was a lot of overgrown weed eating involved, all right? I knew that going out there. So by the time I got home, thought about the whole thing, I was like, I really don't want to go do that job. So I'm just gonna price it like if I get it, I'll have a smile on my face while I'm doing it, okay? Many of us have the situation where we look at a job, we're like, I don't want to get into that. It just looks like nasty bees, snakes, poison ivy, ticks, you name it, it's there. So, hey, for $300 an hour, we'll go out there and we'll weed eat, you know? He called me back, was like, yeah, let's do it, Randall. It's good to go. Come on out tomorrow and start on it. So, at the end of the day, we're already gonna have 2 large properties that we weed a lot on. We'll finish out with that one. So, yeah, that'll be a good video of some nasty stuff for you. Stick around. We got some trimming to do, and we got to mulch this little apron. I'll be back. All right, so it's 1 o'clock. We have to continue this apron all the way down the road. Woo! Way down there. So that's what we got. See how long it takes. All right, there we go. Trimmed up, mulched up, and took exactly 41 minutes to get it all done. All right, so for all you veterans, you know what I'm getting ready to talk about. You'll understand. For all you rookies, you'll understand after the first couple seasons. But Dalton just said, hey, why am I so tired? It's like, we didn't really do much. Yeah, well, like I said to him, it's not about yesterday's workload or today's workload that's making us tired right now. It's the fact that we just knocked out 12, 13 weeks of hardcore labor, and our bodies are just wasted, man. So if you're a veteran, you already know this is coming. And you know that once June hits, you can kind of relax a little bit and just kind of put it in chill mode. Obviously, you're going to keep working, but yeah, this line of work, it will wear you down quickly, and you got to pace yourself, guys. So I'm doing my best to stay motivated mentally through this season, and I guess I'm back in action, and I'll be back on the YouTube video vibes. Hey, stick around to the end of this video. I got some good footage from work we've been doing that I just didn't have time to do a good video on. So it's got mowing and mulching involved. Stick around for the end. So these properties I take care of have so many different services that they need. I mean, just this paver driveway, it's huge, all right? And you got to keep it weed free. I mean, it's got to stay weed free. as soon as weeds start popping on this thing, it looks atrocious. So next thing we're doing is over here. Earlier this year, we put an apron of mulch along this line right here, and we're just going to continue it down this hill here. I'll show you real quick. We'll start right here in this bush, and we'll bring it down to connect it with this bed down here at the bottom. After this little bit of mulch here, the trailer will be empty, and we'll get into the wood cleaning details. Fun. All right, here we go. Here's our apron now. Dressed it up a little bit. And connects it all in now. So, voila. And yeah, you can see the difference already between all the pine needles and seed droppings from the trees, but this will match up pretty quick. See? This doesn't look too bad. But, yeah, that's the way mulch works. All right, guys, 2:30. It's Tuesday. We got that trailer load emptied and spruced up a little bit here at the entrance. They've been doing a lot of construction work right here, so got that tidied up, little fresh mulch. I'm gonna stop and take lunch because I'm not starving to death right now. And yeah, I'll check back in. All right, guys, it's time to come up here and clean out this forest area a little bit. It ain't nothing crazy, but it's got all these little new tree suckers growing everywhere. And yeah, we're just gonna go through and clean it up a little bit. We got the trimmings off those holly bushes, so we'll push all that stuff down that way, kind of over and down a little bit, because in the wintertime you couldn't even see this path. I didn't even know this path was up here, this upper path. I knew the lower path was here, because that goes all the way around. But yeah, we did a full leaf cleanup up here this winter, and I just want to keep it nice. Ain't gonna be too hard. Look, this old Japanese maple. This whole area has drip irrigation running through it. Could you imagine? The whole forest area. Because they used to have some really cool trees. This is a Jap maple here. So, pretty cut and dry mission for the afternoon. So go through here and tidy up the woods. I'm sure I'll take a few acorns to the shins, and hopefully I won't get any ticks. Other than that, I might. Y'all keep smiling, man. I'll check back in. Yeah, look, these trees right here were planted on purpose. That's a river birch, maple, another kind of birch here, but boom. They were all planted here on purpose. And if you've seen any of the other videos with this property involved, and you go back to my very first video on my channel, this is the house we were at, and it looks nothing like before. They probably put in 150 grand just in the outside of the house over the past 2 years. Hey man, I'm down to work, so I don't have that kind of money, but I'm down to work. We'll check it back in. All right, it is 5:15. We did 2 hours worth of cleanup through the woods, and I went through and scalped the entire area of the weed eater, except for obviously the green path that you walk on. And the boys were picking up sticks, so I'll show you real quick. So here's the hedgerow, that last large hedgerow that we trimmed, and from here back is just all forest. Like I said before, it's got these paths going through it. So, yeah, it's got irrigation lines. They're not running right now, but this place used to be pretty amazingly put out there, to say the least. But we got it all nice and cleaned up for him. It's been a long time since he's had it nice and clean. So hopefully he enjoys it. Got some huge rhododendrons, some beautiful mountain laurels. There's a difference. There's the mountain laurels, and these are rhododendrons. So they both love shade and wooded areas to grow in. And this is where the edge of the property is. So it's not a small place. It's kind of like having your own peaceful park just to hang out at your own house. And like I always say, be good if you can, always be kind, and above all, love each other. Peace. Elite Landscape style.